Welcome back to MvM Live. Thank you for joining us today on another beautiful Wednesday, because it is actually beautiful.
It is nice out today.
Here
in Indiana.
Here in Indiana, where it's probably not beautiful, is London, where we're going to solve some crimes.
Well,
kind of.
Not really.
Not actually going to London.
No, we're not going to London at all. Hi, I'm Kira.
And I'm Ryan. But today, we're detectives, right?
Yes, but first.
But first, there's more?
But first, there's other things we'll talk about, like one who won last week's game.
That's a great mystery for a detective to solve.
It is. We're on it today.
As you guys know, every week we like to give away games. We're going to be giving away today's game as well. So if you've been tuning in the last couple of weeks, thank you very much. And we love to give these prizes out. So thank you, Paul Ottaway. You have won Tiny Ninjas.
Yes, so email us at manversusmeeple@gmail.com with your shipping information, preferably as well.
Yes,
and we'll get that over to our friends at Tooniverse to get your game shipped to you. And then also thank you to the wonderful Berkey of Game Toppers for our lovely Game Topper table that we play on today, and the wonderful mat that goes with it, and this wonderful cup holder that holds my sippy.
And Indie Boards and Cards for sponsoring a great giveaway today.
Yes.
So
let me dive in.
Yeah, let's dive into what we're doing. The Sherlock Files.
Sherlock Files. So no, we're not going to London. We are going to Whereabouts Unknown today.
Oh, okay.
So in the Sherlock Files, from Indie Boards and Cards, there is this box over here, which you'll see on the screen in a moment, is got 3 confounding cases.
Ooh.
Called the elementary entries. So there's 3 cases: Last Call, Tomb of the Idol, and Death on the 4th of July. We didn't want to spoil any of those for you, and we knew that they had a demo deck, Whereabouts Unknown, which is the one we're going to do today. So if you get the game, it'll all be new to you, and none of this will impact your gameplay. So
no spoilers.
There's a little bit of a deduction game, and once you play it, you've played it. There's no real
that is
replaying.
True. It's not like a legacy game, so to speak. You're not destroying anything.
It's like playing Unlock or
an exit.
Well,
exit you do destroy exit usually.
Yeah, so we're not destroying anything, but you're going to know the outcome. So the whole point here of the Sherlock Files, and why it's called the Sherlock Files, is you're being graded on a scale of how good of a detective you are, with the best being that of the great detective himself, Sherlock Holmes, and the worst score being that of Lestrade, and then there's some in between there.
Is Sherlock the greatest detective?
I think he's the greatest guy who figured out how to...
What about Moriarty?
String together some clues.
I want to be Moriarty.
Moriarty wasn't really a detective
but he was
so
a
much.
brilliant
He was
mind.
just a very brilliant screw-with-you guy.
That's true.
So anyway, in the Sherlock Files, that is what we're doing. Oh gosh, the audio is very out of sync, our audience.
Do they? Because, let me figure out why that is.
Why don't we go to a quick
let's
hold
take
on
a quick
screen
break, and we'll be right back. The toss screen. All right, I have no idea what was going on with the audio.
I think we're good, though.
We should be good.
Tell us if we aren't. I know there's a slight delay, so we'll look for you guys to tell us. In the meantime, so those of you in the comments have been asking, are these from the actual Sherlock books? No, because you guys know those and how they turn out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go solve a case that's already been solved by the great detective himself. I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself, but I want to make sure that's not lagging.
No, we've got it on, so we can test in real time. Yes, it's good.
Yep.
High five.
I don't know, guys. Can't
right,
tell you what happened, but sometimes turning it off and back on again.
Turning it off and back on again. So thanks for being patient with us. All right, cool. So we're in good shape. We're here. We're doing the thing. So it's called the Sherlock Files because you're grading yourself against the great detective himself. If you missed that before, because you were so distracted by our out of syncing audio. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a little bit of some interesting information, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to draw some cards, and Ryan and I will go back and forth either sharing a piece of information or discarding a piece of information because it's going to be misleading. We don't want to go down and follow red herrings, right? So we're either going to get through the entire deck or we're going to go, you know what? We don't need to go through any more cards. We know what's happening here. When we've decided we agree on things, we will go to the question section. Don't
look at the questions. No peeking. Yeah, and of course, we're playing the demo, so we have this little piece of paper here. Everything that comes in the final version is a lot more produced, and there's an app.
This is actually pretty nicely done. So it's not an app.
Or it's QR code.
There's a QR code, so if you don't want to read the text on the back, that's the 911 call or whatever the case might be, there's a QR code that you can follow, and it'll take you, and somebody will read it for you. All right, so I am going to start by reading Whereabouts Unknown.
This is a 911 call transcript.
Is the recording of a phone call to 911 emergency on Friday. You might need a piece of paper to take some notes.
Should we be taking notes?
Yes, you should take some notes.
I actually have something.
Yes, do that. So this is Friday, August 31st at 13:06. He's off. He's got to get the notebook. There we go.
We're going to take notes.
Operator. 911, what's your emergency? Nuria. Hello, someone broke into my apartment. Everything is upside down. Well, that's strange.
Everything is upside down?
Like upside down? Like actually like upside down? She walked in and it's on the ceiling? Like in Mary Poppins? That's what I hear. But my guess is it's all been flipped upside down.
Oh, like ransacked.
Operator. May I have the address, please? Nuria. 25 West Street, Boston.
Oh, so we're in Boston.
We're in Boston, August 31st at 13:06. Operator asks, are you inside or outside of the apartment? Nuria is inside. Do you think there might be someone else inside? I don't know. I don't think so. My husband isn't here. So she's married. Should he be there? No, he left for New York this morning, but his house key and mobile phone are here. It doesn't make any sense.
Interesting. He left everything behind on his trip to New York.
Calm down. You know, you don't tell somebody who's frantic. You don't tell them to calm down. Calm down. What's your name, please? Nuria. My name is Nuria.
How do you spell that?
Nuria.
Oh, just like it sounds.
That's why I'm saying it that way. I could be pronouncing it incorrectly. I'm not going to lie.
That's all right.
All right. Okay, Nuria, stay where you are. There's a police car on its way.
Is that us?
That must be us.
All right.
So we'll take off this first card. What this tells us is there's going to be certain pieces of information. You're going to take this first card, and we're going to flip it upside down. This is what I like to call, you can see it here.
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves.
No, Julian Rota is 46
years old. Julian.
And the rest of the deck gets shuffled, correct?
Yes, and so what we see here is a photo of him and I'm guessing the wife, his sunglasses, his keys, his passport, some money clip, his headphones, and a lamp.
So
she said his mobile phone was here, but I don't see that. I just see everything else. So
all the stuff that should be probably that he should have taken to New York with him, he didn't take any of it with him. So this is our missing guy?
Yes, but we're supposed to...
That's face up.
Well, it says to flip it face over.
We start with card 1, face up, and then we flip the rest of the deck face down.
Oh, that's why. That's just the back of the cards.
This is the back of the deck.
It's been a while. I've actually played through elementary entries.
Well, and each of the cases is going to have a different card back.
But I haven't played the demo deck, which is why I'm very excited. So there's going to be some things on the card. There's going to be underlined text, and there's going to be these like little binder clips, notes. And we're going to be able to read those to each other, but everything else we're not supposed to share. So we have to be very smart about what we share with each other, what we can and cannot share.
That's true.
And I thought we were getting 6.
3 cards, you said.
I thought I said 6. Frick. Let's look. It's 6. It's only 2. Or you did say 3. It's 3 and it's 2 if it's 6 players. I had 6 in my head. All right. So I'll go first. And I'm going to look. And I'll say things like, I've got something about Isaac Ferrer here.
What's the date today?
August 30th.
Do we know what day of the week that is?
31st. 1306.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, shoot. August 31st?
Yeah. And you might find yourself with more information on that.
I know.
All right. So there are 3 cases in the elementary entries box, and there will be more cases in the future.
I don't know how well people can read my little scribbled notes.
Yeah, you can always move this out of the way. This is the whereabouts unknown thing. You just put it down here for now. Put it right here.
Okay.
There.
So you're going to go first. So you're going to either play a clue face up if you think it pertains to the case, or face down if you think it's a false lead. Is that right?
Yes. We'll discard. Well, we'll discard face down.
Okay.
It's going to get a little confusing, so we'll
discard face down off to the side.
We'll use this as the discard
pile. That's the discard
reminder.
pile. All right.
Okay.
So you're going to go first? Oh,
so
man.
I'm reading all my stuff. So I've got stuff about Nuria here.
I've got some cell phone stuff.
He got a haircut. And Isaac Ferrer.
We're only allowed to talk about what's in the
underlines or those little boxes.
Little box. So I have 2 entries that I have looked into his phone and discovered. We found his phone. He should not have left his phone behind.
Lawyer and Javier. Uh-oh.
All right. What do you got for me?
Javier is her husband, right? Did she even say that?
Julian, I think, is the husband.
Julian is the husband. You're right. Who the heck is Javier?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know that any of this.
You don't think any of that is important? You think it's all false leads? If it's false leads, discard it. Now, the reason why you want to discard cards face down, if you have too many false leads on the table at the end of the game, you score less points.
Because we don't know what her last name is.
Yes, we do. It's Rhoda.
It is?
R-O-T-A.
Are you sure that's her
positive.
husband? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you for sure. I think I've got some good, juicy evidence here. You might not have juicy. I found some good stuff.
I'm going to go ahead and share this.
Okay.
Just to get something out there.
What do we got?
About Julian. So Nuria declared, it struck me as a little strange when Julian went to the hairdresser 3 days ago. He got a very short haircut, almost a shaved head. He's never done that before. Midlife crisis, perhaps?
Okay. I mean, that could be useful. Now you'll draw a card to replace that one.
Right.
All right. I've got what I think is an important piece of information here. Julian's phone. He has a text from his mom sent on Wednesday, the 29th. He went missing on Friday.
Okay.
She says...
3 days ago, he got a haircut.
Call me. We need to talk about how we're going to do it on Saturday.
Okay.
So he and his mom had some kind of plan going.
Well, and he got his haircut very short. And if you see, he's super shaggy, Keanu Reeves looking dude. So... Julian just cut his hair this last weekend. There's a Julian in our comments that cut his hair last week. We found him. We found him, except it's already... I know we are so color coordinated today.
We didn't do that on purpose.
Well, I showed up and he actually was wearing a Man vs. Meeple t-shirt too, and he changed because I thought that was going to be even weirder. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this just to make sure...
Interesting.
...that we don't... Because I'm starting to feel like maybe this has something to do with this. This could be wrong, though. But according to Nuria, Julian and the lawyer did everything they could so that Javier could attend the wedding, but his prison furlough was denied. I wonder if there's a wedding thing going on.
Well, so I
wanted to share that there was a wedding.
Draw your card.
I'm going to.
Because there is a wedding. The wedding of Martina Rota and Isaac Ferrer. Neither one of those is Javier.
Oh, but I said something about Isaac Ferrer earlier.
Isaac, it's a wedding. Let us share this happy moment with you Saturday, September 1st. Mom says, we need to talk about how we're going to do it on Saturday. What is it? The wedding?
I'm guessing.
But that's a weird cryptic text.
I'm going to
this
go ahead
guy
and
out of
share this.
prison?
Isaac Farrer's family was glad to know that Martina's father wouldn't attend the wedding.
Oh.
I feel
Who's
like
Martina's
we're
father,
sharing
though?
way too many things. We haven't discarded any clues yet. This seems like a bad thing.
Oh, I've got one.
To discard?
Yeah, I'm just going to discard this falsely, and I don't think this is important to the case at all.
Okay, so we know Martina's father from this.
Yep.
So I'm just going to point that out. And that we assume that there was a furlough, so there's a prison thing here because of this. So Martina, prison, Julian.
So the wedding is, we don't know who Martina is, but she's probably Julian's sister, right?
No, Martina.
They have the same last name, Martina Rota?
No.
And Julian Rota.
I'll help.
Okay.
Let me help. Martina declared, my father has spent half his life in prison. That's why my Uncle Julian is like a father to me.
Uncle Julian, okay.
I know, Brandon, I know. I'm saying the same thing, but he's not. We're laying down too many cards.
I don't know how many cards we're supposed to lay down.
I feel like all this is related to this. This line of things. Okay, this is all wedding
I will be
stuff,
the one to discard, because this, again, this is useless. Another phone entry, another text that I don't think matters in the long run. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got Nuria's mobile phone. The apartment is missing, is all I can read off that one.
The apartment is missing.
Isaac Farrer and public examinations.
The whole apartment is missing?
And you said something about Isaac as well.
Isaac is the one getting married.
Right.
To his niece. But why would he leave all of his stuff, though? So, here are my two questions right now as a detective. Was she just not going to go to the wedding with him? Why not?
I'm sharing this because this is getting a little strange.
Okay.
And I do feel like I'm probably sharing too much, but this is Nuria's mobile phone. It says, from Julian to her, remember, I'll be at the construction site in New York until Monday. Tomorrow I'll go straight to the wedding, but I'll only be there a short time. I already have the suit. So Saturday, so this is on Friday when he went missing. He's been gone, and he was going straight.
I'll be at the
so she's being stupid, is what I'm.
Well, what does she mean? He's be at the construction site until Monday.
Well, he's got something else he's doing, and
so he will be in New York.
So so she's freaking out about the fact that everything slipped over, but she's clearly forgetting that he said he wasn't going to be around anyway.
No, the weird thing is that he left all his stuff. She knew he was going to New York. She said he left for New York, but he left all his stuff. He left his passport, his phone, he left everything behind.
That is weird.
And the apartment is messed up. Well, okay, here's the thing that's weird, okay? Because if he's going to New York, why is he looking up Boston hotels on his phone? And countries without extradition treaties. That could be a red herring, but it seems like maybe that's something key.
Julian's boss to be absent from work is something I can share.
Okay. I have stuff about a cleaning lady. Like, I've had a lot of clues about a cleaning lady, and I feel like that's just red herrings. Who cares about the cleaning lady?
Is it New York State or New York City? It just said New York. It just says New York. So the state, somewhere in New York.
So I guess it could be, if he's like I don't know why he'd be looking at Boston hotels though. Maybe, I don't know, where are they from? Did it say? Oh, they're in Boston.
Yeah.
So why is he looking at Boston hotels? That doesn't make sense.
Maybe for people coming in for the wedding.
But the wedding's we don't know where the wedding is though, do we? It doesn't say. No location is listed here.
It looks like there's a map on there though.
Yeah, there's like a floor plan of a house or something.
No on there. Oh. That's a map.
Yeah, I don't know what city though.
All right.
All right. What do you got?
This extradition thing makes me wonder.
It's creepy, right? Why is he looking that up? And in some Japanese website.
Staycations, obviously, or maybe he's cheating. I'm starting to feel like he's in some trouble. He must have some kind of crazy side business because
I don't know. Is this a lot of cards to have out?
It feels like it, yes. Like I feel like the wedding. I feel like this wedding is a huge red herring.
It might be, but that
all right. I'm
discarding
that.
It wasn't obvious before.
I'm discarding that. Aha.
Aha. Okay. Do we care about this?
I have Julian's schedule. You have to decide if you care about the cleaning lady.
I've been discarding all of these cleaning lady cards. I think they're false leads, but it might be that the cleaning lady is on top of all of it.
Okay. On top of something.
Ooh. Juicy. I figured out I forgot some Javier prison sentence information over here. All right, what's Julian's schedule? You said you had it?
Yeah, it's not really
useful.
It's not super useful. Javier is... We don't know who Javier is. Oh, no,
Javier
is the father.
The father? Isaac's dad, right?
Yeah.
He was in jail, but they got him out of jail for the wedding.
It must be is obviously his brother then, because uncle.
No, it's Isaac's dad, the guy that she's married.
Okay, so here's my question then. Why is he visiting him so often? So this is his schedule, and it's like, match, visit Javier, wedding, visit Javier. What's he doing with Javier?
And look, he's visiting Javier tonight.
Well, the night of his missing, yeah.
Yeah, this is the night she called, right? August 31st. That's tonight. Friday.
Interesting.
8:30 p.m., visit Javier. He was supposed to be on a plane to New York.
What's everybody else saying?
Why is he visiting Javier that night? All right. So I don't know if this is a red herring or not, but I'm going to put it out there because Javier's in jail for drug trafficking. So did he maybe take the fall?
So I'm going to go ahead and start. Julian? I'm going to put all this wedding crap together because this I feel like is not super useful. Like I think the biggest thing is like getting the. Here's what I think starting to happen. I'm just going to tell you where my head is going.
Tell me where your head's going.
Is that they're trying to figure out how to get Javier out for the wedding and get him out of the country.
Oh, like they're lying, saying, "Oh, he's just coming for the wedding," and then they're gonna get him out of there.
Because you said extradition treaties.
So, do you think that Julian was involved in this drug trafficking business too?
Kevin says we're killing him. He's already played this one because he did the video stuff for it.
Wait, which Kevin?
Our Kevin.
Oh, our Kevin.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin. He was like, "Oh, you guys are such idiots." Well, you know
what?
I
did say wedding crap. It's wedding crap.
We're only dealing with the clues we have.
All right.
We haven't found the smoking gun yet, so I think they're trying to get Javier out of the country.
Julian and Nuria's car, I guess, but it doesn't really... I don't know
if that helps us.
There's some information on here that might be useful.
Julian's job, something about cologne, something about Martina's mother. I don't know that any of these things matter.
Right, I'm getting rid of this. I'm taking this.
I'm getting rid of this. We don't need to know much about Martina's mother. Interesting. Something about a passport. What? What do we got?
I don't think it's super
important. Tell me you broke the case.
No, I think it's just something that'll be good for me to keep in my head.
Yeah, this is not important either. We're almost through this deck.
I know. I think we can guess a few things.
Hold on. I've got something about his car.
I'm going to play this. I do too. A7, 6, and 30. And then obviously that floor plan.
That's the same floor plan again. What the heck is A76?
Julian is
something 30.
So confused because he's not used to hearing his name all the time.
Well, this is interesting.
Okay.
Julian's car was actually at the airport. He went in at 10:50, but then left at 11:30.
Okay.
He didn't get on a plane. So he did go to the airport, though. Maybe he was picking someone up.
Interesting. I'm going to get rid of that. Doesn't matter.
Ooh, salary increase. This is probably useless information. We already know some of that stuff. What the heck?
I think Julian and Javier are friends somehow and
know each other.
They must be
if he's visiting him in prison so often.
Something has happened there. I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna have to make a decision here very quickly.
We're almost out of cards already?
Yes, I'm remembering some words because I'm also worried, Kevin, that if I say some of the words that are underlined, it might throw us off of things a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm purposely not sharing some of that information.
Well, I'm going to ditch this and I'll draw this last card. So that's it?
We can finish with what we have. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, man.
That's weird.
I've got some stuff about an adoption. I've had a lot of stuff about a maid coming in and about an adoption.
That's weird because I got rid of some information.
About an adoption or about a maid?
No, about how they don't have any children.
They don't have any children.
And that was underlined, so I can say that.
That is true. But we can talk about after the fact. We can start answering.
Yeah, so when we get to this point, let's just remind myself. So when we
the
get...
questionnaire?
Not even to that yet.
Well, we're going to be doing the questions in a second.
Because we're going to go, when all agree on the explanation of the case, we can open the questionnaire. So we can start talking about stuff once we've decided what information we want to discard.
Do we want to play more cards out? We still have 3 more cards to go. It's your turn. Why was the apartment trashed, though? We keep going back to that.
Well, there were some things missing
this
from
might
the
be
apartment.
Important, but none of the entrances were forced. No windows were open. Nothing was forced. So whoever...
I now have 2 theories.
I have one theory. The only theory I have is them trying to get Javier out of the country, which is probably super wrong.
I feel like that's the more likely answer, and the other one seems unlikely.
What else you got?
The affair. Because there are 9 days that he was traveling.
That's true.
For work.
And none of those were really... And the text of his mom, from his mom, I don't really...
Maybe Gator Dave says maybe he doesn't really want kids and he faked his disappearance.
Maybe.
I'm going to go ahead and play that.
A picture of 2 kids?
Read it. It's in his office. So my guess is that's him.
I think this is Julian and Javier.
I do too.
Can you guys see that? That looks like maybe Julian and Javier right there. Discarding
right.
your last one? I've still got 2 left.
So this is called the Q system.
I will play this one out. Nuria says Julian's passport is expired. He can't leave the country for any reason.
All right. So he also had a suit that he was wearing the other day that was too big for him.
Yeah.
And he went and you saw him going to the prison and stuff a whole bunch, and he cut his hair really short.
And he was wearing a new cologne that he'd never worn before.
You know why he's missing?
Why?
I bet you he went and switched himself out.
You think he went to his prison instead? You think he
cut his hair all off to try and look? Because look how much alike they look.
That's true. The question is, why would he do that?
I don't know.
Why would he prison swap? So but they're not, the wedding hasn't happened yet.
He also plays basketball.
We're on August 31st right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the wedding is tomorrow. So you think that they're bringing Javier out and Julian's going to go into prison in his place?
Or maybe he did it already because that was supposed to be at 8:30 at night.
This is so weird. I have no idea what happened. Guys, okay.
What do you guys think?
A bunch of things.
What do you guys think? Put your theories in the comments.
Here's a bunch of false leads that I had about them firing. They fired the old cleaning lady because she stole from them, and they hired a new cleaning lady. And I didn't think that was super important to the overall case.
No.
And that's like he was sleeping with the cleaning lady or something. And
here's where I screw up in this game sometimes. Is that I discard stuff and I don't think about these little things on there.
Yeah, I don't know what that means yet.
Because we've got, 2 floor plans here?
Something 30. So he came to the airport at 11:30.
A7-6.
Why would that be 8:30?
Well, 8:30 was when he went to visit Javier.
That's true.
Maybe that's his cell block.
Oh, maybe A7-6 might be.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, do you think this is the layout of the prison? What do you think this is?
No.
It looks like a cafeteria.
That looks like a house. That's like a living room and a bathroom and 3 bedrooms.
Oh, you're right. This is a table. Well, he is an architect.
And they said that the house was all flipped upside down, so maybe there was stuff that he had there. Or maybe he wanted it to make it seem like he was kidnapped, so she's not wondering where he's at. But this is, they look super close in this photo.
They do look super similar.
And this is where you start wondering, am I going to go for the crazy theory like Sherlock Holmes? So when he figures out how to string the weirdest things together.
Well, but what would be the point of swapping out for a prison sentence?
It does say man versus meeple. I'm not surprised that you would read it, Gator Dave.
What would be the point of swapping out with somebody that was going to prison? getting him out of prison, but now you're in prison
Well,
for the rest of his sentence?
Man on Fire says the prison swap is important if the person in prison is needed to do something no other person can do.
Like what?
Like what?
Man on Fire sounds like they have a criminal mind.
Well, and the other thing is, too, like, how do you get him out of the country with an expired passport, though?
You can't get Julian out of the country with an expired passport.
Unless they were trying to let him use his passport.
But his passport's they couldn't.
So they couldn't use his.
They couldn't use Julian's. They could have flown him out illegally. And why was his mom in on it? Like, what is his mom talking about? His mom says...
Meepy. Because it looks like an eye.
Call me. We need to talk about how we're going to do it on Saturday.
It's got a little under... It's, the Santorini font.
This text from his mom freaks me out. So what could Javier do that no one else could do? He's a criminal, obviously.
And I know he stopped by his mom. Who's Martina again?
Martina is Denise.
So he stopped outside of Martina's house, and she was going to go talk to him, and she started to go out, and he left before she came outside.
Interesting. Well, do we feel like we have enough information to start solving the answers?
Let's try and answer these questions. It might change our mind on some things. Are we ready?
No.
That is the part they do not know. He has tattoos all over his body? I don't know. We do not know.
I haven't seen anything about tattoos.
No. This is an interesting case. I really like this one. The ones inside of elementary entries are pretty dang tough, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah. They get progressively harder, too, I think.
So we got a questionnaire. I'm going to write down our answers. Okay,
Who has searched and we'll need to track these, so
this is
I'm going to give
you
the letter, yeah. So question 1, whichever one we choose, we'll give you the letter. Who has searched the apartment? A, Julian, B, Nuria, C, the cleaning lady, or D, someone else?
I feel like Julian.
Really? He doesn't know where his own crap is in the
I
apartment?
think he did it.
Searched it.
I think he did it so that it looks set up. I think Julian did it to set himself up. To make it look like somebody came through and stole stuff, but really he took it. You don't think Julian? Who do you think trashed the house?
I feel like it's somebody else.
All right, that was what? D?
But no, we need to agree.
I don't know.
Sniffles.
It could be either one. That was my detective name. It could be either one. I think I could see Julian doing it as a red flag or red herring. I could see somebody else coming in, but there was no forced entry.
All right, let's go with Julian.
Wait, unless Julian brought Javier in and they...
Are we just completely disregarding this clean? I think the clean lady is a red herring as well.
I think so too. I'm going to say Julian, A. Okay. All right, number 2.
By question 2, in consulting detective, Gator Dave's completely off the sun, he says. All right, so how did that person get in? For question 2, A, with their keys, B, with borrowed keys, C, with stolen keys, or D, someone let them in?
I think D. I think someone let them in.
Well, then that doesn't go to your answer 1.
It does if Julian is the one that's working.
I let myself in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why with their keys would make more sense.
All right, what's with their keys?
A.
All right, A.
Where is Julian right now?
Prison?
On a plane?
No.
Trapped somewhere? His whereabouts are unknown? Or it is irrelevant to the case?
I think he's trapped somewhere. In prison. Did we talk about how they switched spots? That was your big theory.
It is my big theory.
That's your big theory that he's in prison right now.
But is he trapped? Or whereabouts unknown?
You know what? How much do you want to...
Where's Julian right now? Julian is trapped somewhere. Let's go with
that?
B. Let's go with B. We're going to be wrong.
This is going to be hilarious, actually.
I can't wait to see how wrong we are.
I know.
I like going with the crazy theory, though. Let's just do it. 4, where's Javier right now?
At the wedding.
On a plane, trapped somewhere, whereabouts unknown, or it's irrelevant to the case?
I bet Javier's... That's the question. I bet Javier's on a plane.
But he doesn't have...
They could have faked it.
On a plane.
What's the A?
Where is the cleaning lady right now?
Irrelevant to the case.
D.
I really don't think the cleaning lady matters.
Why did Julian get a haircut? For convenience? To hide his illness?
Illness?
To pretend to be someone else? C.
I'm just saying pretend to be someone else.
Or it's irrelevant to the case.
Did you see anything about him being sick?
Nope.
I didn't either.
Why did Julian's car rush off as soon as Martina got close?
Because it wasn't Julian.
It had to be. The driver didn't want to talk to her. The driver didn't want to see her before the wedding. The driver just robbed her house, or it was a coincidence.
The driver didn't want to see her.
before the wedding.
No, what were the other options? What was option
The driver
A?
didn't want to talk to her, A.
A.
B, the driver didn't want to see her before the wedding.
I think A, because then she would have known that it was him.
Yeah.
All right, A.
Kevin says let him know if you want hints. No, we want to
No hints, Kevin. Come on.
We did say no. You're right, because we'd rather just be wrong.
We're gonna be so wrong. We're gonna get below Lestrade level.
Will Javier go to Martina's wedding tomorrow?
No.
Probably yes. Well, if he's on a plane, he won't. That would change our answer number 3.
We don't know where the wedding is. The wedding could be a destination. He could be flying to the wedding.
He's in New York till Monday, and he's gonna just hop into a wedding.
That's true.
Come on.
Okay, so what is it?
Come on, Lestrade. Will he go to the wedding tomorrow? Probably yes. No, because he has not been invited. No, because he is not allowed to. No, because he has something else he'd rather do.
Which is get out of the country?
It seems like C, no, because B or C, no, he's not been invited. Because they were like relieved he wasn't going. He wasn't invited. Or did they invite him in?
But if he's going as Julian, then he could go undercover.
No. It's got to be B or D. No, because he has not been invited.
I think D then.
Or no, because he has something he'd rather do.
He's getting out of the country.
Rather do.
Right?
Yes.
Sure.
I think he'd rather be at his daughter's wedding.
I'm feeling like we're way off, but I'm just.
I feel like he'd rather be at his daughter's wedding.
But not being invited wouldn't stop a criminal from going to his daughter's wedding. He would go anyway.
Well, he actually can't get out of the country, but you said he's on a plane. So if we're sticking with he's on a plane.
Sure. I have no idea.
It could just be whereabouts unknown.
Could have been.
For the record.
All right.
But he did go to the airport. That's why I feel like the plane is a legitimate.
They did drive to the airport after he visited him at the hospital, or at the prison.
So there's cards that we may have seen that we probably forgotten about, that we discarded, that Kevin, stop.
I didn't.
All right.
No, all mine were about the cleaning lady.
Yeah, I had some I got rid of that I was just trying to remember.
I just discarded every cleaning lady.
This is what I say.
cards.
I'm not great at this stuff. So why did he wear an old suit? He wanted to lend it. He put on weight. He knew the suit was going to be damaged. He wanted to smuggle something.
He wanted to lend it.
Ooh, smuggle something. Lend it. A.
That's what I think. Lend it.
Which character is going to suffer the most because of what happened? Javier, Julian, Martina, or Isaac?
I think Julian. Right?
Probably, yeah. B.
What's the answer? B. All right, now how do we test these answers?
So now.
It's going to go through each question
or what? The scoreboard.
Well, we have to know if we got these answers correct or not.
Exactly. So I'm going to read it, and we're going to.
There's not like a key. I thought there was an answer key.
There is a key. There is, but we're going to read what actually happened. Okay. Is everybody ready?
All right. Here's what really actually happened. I'm not sure I have any idea. This is going to blow my mind.
We're probably so off. So let's all enjoy how bad we are together. Julian Rhoda has a twin brother, Javier. So that's
it was
number
his brother,
19.
not just his friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is in prison carrying out a long sentence, 24.
We knew that.
Julian's niece, Martina Rota, 16. Number 16. Did we have 16 out still? We do.
Yep.
Is getting married tomorrow, 29.
Yep.
And since Javier's prison furlough to attend the ceremony has been denied, that was number 15, which we saw that.
Yep.
The two brothers agreed to exchange their identities during a family visit and then change back during the next planned visit on Monday.
We were
close. We screwed up. So he's not on a plane. He's whereabouts unknown.
Yeah.
To ensure the plan's success, Julian makes preparations for the switch. 20.
Yeah, that's him like getting.
Where's number 20? Is it out still?
No.
No, we didn't keep that one out.
I think that was the one about the new cologne and stuff.
He cuts his hair to resemble his brother's. Number 8.
We did have that one, right?
Yep. And wears a suit to disguise his body, 13, which that's one I put away, but I remembered. And creates an alibi for Javier to spend the weekend away from Nuria, lessening the risk that he is discovered, 28.
That's the
New York.
New York trip, yep.
In spite of everything being settled, Julian is nervous and he could not sleep the previous night, number 13, which I did have that one. That was another,
that wasn't super.
She was complaining about him having sleep problems. His concern turns out to be well-founded because Javier decides not to keep his part of the deal. Instead of going to the hotel as planned, 14.
Yeah. The Boston hotels.
He goes to his brother's apartment using his keys, 6.
So.
And takes everything he needs to escape, 25.
So we were close. What was
25.
We don't have 25.
We don't have 25
I'm
out.
curious, what was 25?
He goes by his daughter's house to see her one last time. That was the one I put away.
Yep.
7. And drives to the airport in order to fly somewhere without extradition treaties. 14, which is why he was looking in the phone.
Yep, we knew that one.
However, 14. When he arrives there, he realizes there's only one detail he didn't consider. The passport has expired.
Yeah.
Flying within the U.S. would easily be traceable and restrict his later movement, so he chooses to escape by car. His whereabouts are still unknown, so that's where we screwed up. So he didn't get on the plane and fly somewhere. They were trying to do something, but they weren't actually trying to get him out. So take 1 point away for each of the following revealed cards on the table. So now we're going to look and see which ones we shouldn't have revealed. 03?
Not on here.
04?
Not on here.
09?
Not on here.
10?
Nope.
11?
Nope.
12?
Yes.
Boo. So -1. 17?
No.
18?
Yes.
Boo. 21?
Nope.
22?
Nope.
23?
Nope.
26?
Nope.
30?
Nope.
And 31? Ooh,
31.
only -2.
No, and 31, so -3.
Oh, -3. We had 31 out?
Yep.
Boo. Okay, so -3. Score 2 points for each correct answer. So 1 was D.
Wrong.
2 was B.
Wrong.
3 was B.
Yay.
4 was C.
Wrong.
5 was D.
Yeah.
6 was C.
Got that.
7 was A.
Got that.
8 was D.
Got that.
9 was A.
Got that.
10 was B.
Got that. We only missed a couple.
All right, so what's our total score?
So these don't score any points.
Kevin's proud of us.
So just the circle ones is worth 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 -3. Our score was 11.
Eek.
What did we
Eek,
do?
barpa-derple. All right, we are in the middle ground.
Okay.
We're Irene Adler, y'all. Sherlock himself is impressed by your ingenuity, something that is not within everyone's grasp.
That's it? He's just impressed with us?
Yeah, so our scores could have been 19 through 20, so you have to, basically get it all right to be Sherlock.
Yeah, 19 through 20 means you have to have all the right evidence and no fake evidence.
Excellent, you're one of a kind, Sherlock.
That's hard.
15 to 18 is Mycroft.
Okay.
Irene. Yep. Then John Watson.
Wait, Irene's above John. Interesting.
Well, yeah, John in the books. So John in the show is much smarter than he is in the books.
That's true.
Much, much smarter. John Watson is not a brilliant guy. He's kind of an oaf.
Well, he's a doctor, though.
He's a doctor, but not when it comes to this stuff.
Sure.
He's much more, they make him out to be far smarter in the current stuff. And then Watson, then Lestrade. Sherlock is going to make fun of you a little bit. Solve another case to prove him wrong.
6 or less. Man, that means you got none of the questions right.
So that was.
Wait, would a 14 got us to the next level? What was the next level? Could we even made it to the next level?
No, she's 11 to 14. So no matter what,
didn't really matter.
Yeah. So we were close. If we had. How are the full games cases in comparison to length and complexity? So I'd say the full games. So since I've played these, let's
pull one out.
Let's pull one out. So they're all a similar style, right? So we've got. Can we see what I'm doing?
Well, we'll be able to in a second.
Okay.
I just want to do a quick comparison.
So
size-wise to the demo.
There's Death on the 4th of July.
It seems to be they're about the same number of cards in each one.
Last Call, which is the first one, and Tomb of the Idol, which is the second one. Okay.
Yep.
Are you showing them?
I can.
Okay. So they each have their own little.
So I think there's the same amount of cards in each one. They're probably right around an hour. The difference between the demo and the main ones is that the main ones are a lot harder.
Well, yes, and they're progressively harder too. And these are, if I remember correctly, it was intentional how they were put in order in this box. So the Last Call is, and these are happening at different points in time, whatever. And then there's a QR code on the back where they'll read you that little 911 call or whatever the case might be.
And some setup instructions.
Setup and everything, yeah. So Last Call, I liked them all personally. They were a lot of fun, and then they all just fit right back in here.
This is a pretty cool take on an escape, or on the escape room genre, or Unlock or Exit or whatever. What's interesting about this is that there's no set order to the way the cards come out.
No.
You're not looking at a card, solving that card, moving on to the next card. It's interesting that you're going to get evidence.
You guys like how it looks like a book?
It does look. That does look pretty cool.
Isn't that nice? I like it.
You're going to get evidence randomly. You don't really control the flow of evidence. So you have things in your hand, evidence that you look at the beginning of the game that might pair with a piece of evidence you look at the end of the game.
Right.
And if you're not thinking about it, you're not making that connection. So I think this was my first time playing any of these.
These are mostly set in modern day, yes. I think the Tomb of the Idol is set a little bit further back in time.
I think the sky's the limit for what they could do with this system.
So let's see. Dig up a cold case from so on the back it says discover the cause of a fatal heart attack aboard flight TJ1309.
Okay.
Dig up a cold case from 1923, the unexpected death of a famous archaeologist, and then unravel the story behind the mysterious body that put a damper on one family's 4th of July party.
Weekend at Bernie's.
It
was Bernie.
It was Bernie. For each case, you will follow the clues, piece together the evidence, and then identify who did it, how and why, using the Q system.
I'm actually excited about playing some of these other ones, because this one was really fun.
Yeah, I should leave this with you since I've played them all.
Now, like we said, so we're going to give away this.
Yes.
You're not going to get the demo deck that we just played through. So
that would be
whatever.
You know how it turned out.
You already know the answers. But you're going to get to play through all 3 of these. And the great thing about this, like you saw, nothing is destructible. So when you're done with this, you can trade it away to somebody else, pass it on, let your friends experience
it's really
it, whatever.
Nice. And so they're going to be releasing more of these, and they'll be in the. So this is like kind of the standard Any Boards and Cards small box, I think, is why it's in this size, and also because it looks really nice, like a book on the shelf. So I think each set will come out in a set of 3 like this. So this first one is the elementary entry. So then they'll do another set of 3.
Probably gonna get harder as they go.
I would imagine that each box will have a scaling difficulty. Sure. Yes. But I think this was a lot of fun, and I love these kind of games. I hadn't really played a lot of these until I started hanging out with you guys more.
That was a good one.
We've played some deduction-y games lately.
That was a good catch on the prison swap, too.
Wasn't that? Yeah.
I didn't get that they were twins, though.
They
looked similar.
They were clearly either best friends who looked alike or brothers. Yeah, I didn't catch that because they never said...
Because I thought it was Isaac's dad, not Martina's dad.
So she said uncle.
He's the uncle, Javier.
Of Martina.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was...
But we never figured out that
I think I got screwed up because...
That would have made it obvious that they were brothers.
Well, she said right on that card.
I thought it was Isaac's dad.
No. Isaac was just happy he wasn't coming to the wedding because he doesn't like her prison dad.
Isaac was all just who cares about Isaac? Her prison dad.
Okay.
I don't like her prison dad.
How am I going to impress my friends without the demo deck, they say. Well, you guys, we hope you really enjoyed the Sherlock Files. Next week, we are going to play Godspeed from Pandasaurus Games, which is live on Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, that's kind of like a Lost in Space kind of vibe. Like it's very sci-fi.
And actually, I know the next few weeks, I should
the
say.
The box for Godspeed does kind of make it look like a almost like a space horror game. It is not a horror game.
No.
It is a worker placement Euro that you'll see. It's actually really bright and colorful. And it's got a lot of really cool things it does.
And then the week after that, we're going to play Funkoverse.
I'm excited.
Which I'm pretty excited. Which one should we play? You guys should tell us which one we should play. I'm voting for Rick and Morty.
Here's what I think, and I think I'd like to get some feedback on this. We have all the Funko stuff that's released so far.
Yeah.
I think we should draft our teams from
could,
all the content.
We could do that. I haven't played any but the one yet.
I want the Golden Girls versus Rick and Morty. That's what I want.
That could be totally on point for Rick and Morty, and I'm okay with that as long as I get to be Rick and Morty. So then, so we're going to play that. So we'll do, next week is Godspeed.
Yep.
Week after that is
Funkoverse.
Funkoverse to be determined.
Yep.
Very excited about that. And then after that is Gates of Delirium.
And we're going to probably have some special guests for that one.
Probably, maybe, possibly. I hope so. They said yes.
Yeah,
so we're excited. So for now, though, Sherlock Files, this is now available in your friendly local game store, on Amazon, and all that fun stuff.
And for one of you, it's coming right to you.
It's going to ship to you.
Look for the winner here soon.
Comment, and we will see you guys next week.